and welcome to another episode of Curries and Stories with me, Neelam. Today I'm going to make some delicious melt-in-your-mouth Shami Kebabs. Super quick to prep. They only need to be chilled overnight in the fridge, and then the following day, quick to fry, straight into mouth. Right, I'm going to go and get my ingredients, and I'll get rid of this fire hazard. Be back in a moment. Pressure cooker, the most important utensil you'll have in your kitchen. I have some whole spices and some fresh green chilies. I'm going to add 3. You can add as little or as many as you want. I've got about 3 to 4 pieces of cinnamon. I've got 4 black cardamoms and about 8 green cardamoms and some cumin. Some bengal gram. That's about 1/4 cup. Now this is my binding agent because I'm not adding any egg or any flour. 1½ teaspoons of turmeric, and we have some Kashmiri chilli powder here. Now this adds a nice flavour but also adds a lovely colour, and about a tablespoon of ginger and garlic paste. 250 grams of mince. Now this is mutton, but you can use lamb if you want. You could use beef. I wouldn't use chicken because it's too soft and it won't stay together. I'm going to cover this with water. So you just add enough water to cover all of these ingredients. Give it a little stir, mash it up a bit more, and then put it on the heat. So lid on, pop that onto my hob. Put on the gas and let that heat up. So I give this about 6 or 7 whistles. Check it in between. Make sure that there's still water in there because you don't want the water to dry out, and that the dal has mushed. This has had as many whistles as it should have done. It smells fabulous. There's a little bit of steam. Let that go. Marvelous. This should have absorbed. Ah, lovely. All that water has gone. The dal has mushed into almost nothing. That's the consistency you want. And now we fish out some of our whole spices like the cinnamon and the black cardamoms. If there's a few left in there, it doesn't matter because we're going to grind all this mixture. I'm going to take the rest of this mixture out. It needs to cool a little bit before you grind it. It is all cooked. Now what I would suggest is at this point you can taste it, check for seasoning, salt, etc. and spice. It's already turning into like a thick paste. Right, I think we're ready for our little grinder. Put it in a little bit at a time. Let me just have a quick peek. I think I will be able to get away with putting the rest of my filling in there. Right, let's check this. Lovely. Now this is still hot. Pop all of this back into my bowl. You see the consistency is quite thick, but this you need to chill completely. Now I'm afraid, darlings, at this point you are going to have to wait for your kebabs. This is ready for the fridge. Minimum chilling time 1 hour, but I would recommend overnight. You'll see why when I actually make them because they're very, very soft. Off to the fridge. Here we are. This has been chilling in the fridge overnight. I'll show you the consistency. It's firm. Yeah, this is firm. This is how you want them to be. So before we continue, I've got some fresh chopped coriander here. We're going to be using our hands. Work quickly. You don't want this to get too warm, otherwise it'll just not hold its shape. But I'm using a non-stick tawa here, but by all means use a non-stick frying pan. You can fry in whatever you have at home, but I like to cook in ghee. While that's heating up, I'm going to show you how to make these lovely kebabs. Make them about the small size of a golf ball. You can make them as small as you like or as big as you like, but remember they're very, very delicate. There we go. My pan is nice and hot. I'm going to place these on there very, very delicately. They are very delicate. Don't move them around too much. Give them about 3 to 5 minutes on each side. These little babies are done. Very, very gently slide them off. You can see how delicate they are. Oh, lovely. So, here we go. Delicious Shami kebabs. Delectable little morsels melt in your mouth. Do make them at home, darlings, and let me know how you enjoy these. Until next time, happy eating.